Lonely Attack on the Different World, web novel, chapter 87. They get angry when I don't fight seriously, but when I do, I get bad-mouthed. Day 35, The Faraway Labyrinth, 56th floor. After hearing the recon report, we held a meeting. Originally, we wanted to go back, but the monsters of the 57th floor turned out to be mummies. While numerous, they were nothing special and could be easily wiped out given time. Even if we go back here, we still have to waste time on the 57th floor, and we'll still be exhausted after it all the same. In that case, we should get the 57th floor out of the way to make sure that the following fights are easier. That's what we decided. But there were no following fights. This floor was the end of our dungeon attack. This dungeon was the finale of our adventure. Mummy, level 57. Though numerous, they had nothing aside from brute strength. They're slow and easy to kill. But those numbers! Anyway, let's just work on reducing them. They can't respawn anymore, so let's just go at it. They have Rise from the Dead among their skills, so we must finish them off with holy magic or fire. Roger! Just like the intel stated, the only thing of note was their numbers. So it was a battle of attrition. We should quickly annihilate them and go back. They have strength, but they are slow, and they are frail enough to go down in droves from a single attack, but there are just so many of them. Defeated enemies are being purified with holy magic and burned with fire. The floor is easy, just annoying. That's what everyone thought. Going for one last rampage before going back, scattering and mowing the enemies down, we thought that we were about to reach the 58th floor in just a little bit. Then, that started. A purple light appeared from somewhere, immediately followed by the quaking of the ground, leaving us no chance to process the situation. Then the dead began moving. There were too many of them, but even if we want to go back now, the path for retreat was blocked. In that case, the only path left is down. Of course, it's not like the lower floors are safe, but regardless of whether we stay here or try to cut our way back through the army of undead, a certain annihilation seemed to await us. It was not about tactics or strategy anymore. We simply had nowhere else to go. No point in regretting it now. I have to let everyone escape. The mummies kept appearing one after another non-stop, and we kept countering them non-stop. Even so, as far as the eyes could see, there was nothing but an endless sea of mummies. Swords were broken, arrows depleted, mana spent, shields smashed, armored shattered, spears lost. Even the very semblance of plans or tactics didn't exist anymore. We simply had nothing left. We couldn't fend off the enemies or keep them at bay anymore, only crawl away trying to escape. We long since had gone past our limit. Everyone knew that. Our magic dried up, equipment destroyed, medicine exhausted, and remaining stamina used up. Even willpower was about to die out. We simply did all that we could to escape, dragging along the injured, carrying away the collapsed comrades, simply trying to escape. Towards the exit to the 58th floor, towards the stairs, the only hope that we had. Yet it wasn't meant to come true, it was not. There, a divine riddler was awaiting us. The mysterious statue that would allow none to pass, a pharaoh with a nemes covering its head and a body of majestic lion, the symbol of royal power itself, the holy being bringing devastation to enemies, a guardian serving as a protector to kings and even gods, the Sphinx. The very idea of considering defeat or fighting it was preposterous. That is not for humans to kill. Thus we had no path left for escape. As the eyes of the Sphinx shone with an ominous light, the rotten mummies began moving again. Rise from the dead. This is beyond even undead. No matter how much we kill them, purify them with holy magic, or burn them, they come back to unlife. Cut, slash, crush, burn, stab, smash, hit, shoot. Nothing works. They keep rising back from the dead time after time and attack us again and again and again and again. And our only way of escaping was blocked by the sacred guardian, the Sphinx. The holy being combined the body of a lion and the face of a king, and at the same time, a terrifying monster. Comrades were collapsing one after another by now. Only a few were able to move, let alone fight. We are surrounded. There is no way to turn this situation around. Right now, my only wish is to let as many escape as possible. That's all I was hoping and praying for. I will open a path for them, even at the cost of my own life. Charging into the enemy lines, I will slash through them, scattering the enemies. But even that was too much to ask. Suddenly, a knight in silver armor swooped down upon the battlefield, bringing dark winds of terror and death. With a single stroke of the sword, the knight cut off the head of the fearsome beast that was the avatar of dread itself. That is an irresistible force, the one that cannot be opposed. Something that wouldn't even allow resistance, more terrible than death itself, capable of bringing even demons to heel, one that does not belong in this world. The dungeon master, the lord of this labyrinth, the one ruling over everything, the supreme overlord of both evil and divine. No one can win against that. No one can stop that. Even coming close to that won't be allowed. But I will stop that. Even if I have to sacrifice myself, I will stop it. If this is where I meet my end, then I will at least protect everyone, even if it will buy only a moment of time. But even that thought was not allowed. As the next second, the Silver Radiance was already at the front line. The raging carnage brought stillness to the scene, freezing the time and halting even the stride of fate. Only the quiet of death remained. Countless red lights appeared above the remains of the Sphinx, flickering as they covered the ceiling. Were those blazing flames to scatter in the surroundings, they'd become a torrential rain of fire, reaping all of the life around. That's the kind of merciless twinkling the flames displayed. There stood the Reaper, a wielder of death, the very sight of which seemed to be screaming that they have no rival throughout heaven or earth. That's why I muttered with a smile, "Welcome back! You are late! Everyone almost died from waiting!" And then time resumed its flow. The blizzard of scarlet flames turned into a relentless torrent of red lights, incinerating the monsters that were surrounding everyone, scattering and crushing them as they burst into flames. A one-sided slaughter, overwhelming violence, a devastating massacre. Just like that time in the forest, when the same flames slaughtered our despair. As we were almost crushed, and we were about to accept our death. "I'm back, I guess. I'm late? Wait, what day is this?" A black Reaper-like silhouette emerged with those words. Everyone was waiting, was hoping, was yearning to see that figure that now crushed our doom. "I'll deal with the rest, so have everyone fall back." With those words, he took a step forward and then leaped into the horde of monsters, slaughtering, butchering, obliterating, and decimating them. A radiant silver and jet black darkness waltzed, leaped, whirled, and danced in a mad rondo of massacre. The only thing that surrounded them was death. Just scattering death around and reaping life of everything that got caught up in this tempest of violence. Again, just like always, he crushed our despair, murdered our sorrow, slaughtered our tragedy, and brought death to the doom looming over us. Just killing all of it, allowing no objection. Long time no see, I think. What's the current date? Kind of? Again, just like always, he came back to us. "Welcome back, Haruka-kun. Everyone got tired of waiting, you know.